Good evening. Ugh, I am pooped. Don't ask me why I'm pooped. Well, this week kind of drained me. I had to make a few phone calls about paperwork stuff, and turns out I didn't have to come in. I was already confirmed automatically for this year, and yay. So all I gotta deal with is the taxes, even though I hear things about let's not do them. Well, I don't know, to be honest. So I can afford to do that. So it's just boring grown up stuff behind the camera, and it's pretty boring, and I've been tired because woman reasons, and so I am a little bit drained, but not drained enough to resume on art things because I'm hella behind. I can show a little bit on here. It's an old sketchbook. One of the many sketchbooks I don't complete because I always am that sucker where I see like, oh, this is a good sketchbook. I want to use it, and I'll try to fill it out. And then after a few drawings, I just stop. I keep. I need to actually finish a sketchbook. It's pretty awful. The only ones I managed to kind of make a dent in. Okay, actually, no, I don't think I ever finished a sketchbook. Oh my god, I just realized this now. Oh my god, that's so bad. Like I would think the small, thinner ones, from Daiso, like these, which I had, it had a, I don't know about good run, but I was passionate a little bit. Like, yeah, this is good. This is very, yeah. There's progress. That's a something. And then I had this guy. Oh, look at that lovely smile, all zero of you. Yeah, y'all aren't missing much, but maybe I'll show it again if someone comes back, but I don't know yet. And then like a more realistic, what's his face? Frieza. This one was not the best, but I had a Frieza fake for a bit, and then Juba Jet during his human era, but like he doesn't look good here. What is my kid laughing at? But this one was not too bad. And then, well, no, I kind of don't like it. Then this one was kind of like, I think there was like, what was it? Two people or humanoid creatures, kind of their faces away from each other. But I did instead Tuxedo Sam and Hangyodan. You can't really tell it's them, but yeah, you can't really tell it's them, but it was something, I guess. And then this was another lovely self portrait of myself. Yes, that's how I look like when, I'm not tired and I'm just like, oh, typical Tuesday. I'm just kidding. I don't look like that. Well, this element area is probably me. So yeah, I had a fun that time, and then after a while, I'm getting kind of lazy. I think I drew this with a giant pencil just to see is it useful to draw with a giant pencil. I think that was like a live sometime last year, maybe, or a year or two ago. I kind of forgot, but it was all right. And I was drawing one of the characters from uh, Haunted Mansion, that Disneyland Haunted Mansion stuff. And then this was just a boring drawing. While I'm not saying it's boring. I was bored while I was waiting for my freaking delayed air flight to show up, and I was at Vegas for I think it was 8 hours. It was morning when we showed up, and by the time we can fly, it was already evening. That's how bad it was, and I was in my pajama pants. But it was a good call, and my pajama pants are not like very obvious. It was like a toned down green plaid, however you pronounce it. And I thought this was kind of cute. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then, oh, I don't like this one. And then I was just tweaking, or not tweaking, but like I was trying to draw some kind of anime stuff, and it was just okay. And that's about it. Yeah, after a while, my sketchbooks just it's just okay. Oh, there was no one here earlier, so I could show the few that I was showing while no one was here. So, oh, also thank you so much. So this was what I had in the first like 2 minutes. It was based off someone's some kind of like 3D rendering, but I wanted to see how it looks like as just a simple. I wanted to say simple sketch, but this is apparently not a simple sketch, and this was just for fun. I like This is me having fun. Oh God, that sounds terrible and morbid. But I swear I was having fun when I was drawing this. And then yeah, this is also me having fun. Oh God, this. I think to someone who doesn't know me, this sounds like a cry for help. But I swear I'm having fun. I swear. I think it was just oh, it's Dead Space Three's feeders. Okay, that's what that was. So yeah, they have like I love concept art and just seeing how people can create and stretch out the human anatomy to whatever disturbing monstrosity this is. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Well, I showed this earlier, but I don't like it. Oh, I showed this earlier, but I also don't like it, and I didn't like this one either. And then I was showing this one earlier just now, but I can show it again. Yeah, these are like my most recent sketches, but they're from last year. Oh, what's going on with my screen? Why is it all? What the heck? Oh my gosh! What? Who's? Oh, I don't know what this is on my screen, but yeah, I. Thank you so much. And yeah, this was supposed to be. Oh my gosh, this freaking stuff. Do I have to look at that crap again? Sorry, it's stuff on my screen. Don't mind me. But I have been having a blast with sketches last year, and then I just stopped because I got distracted with other projects. Hey man, I you'd be surprised. Like you see animations that use stick figures, so I wouldn't clown on that. Maybe even when I was just only drawing, I don't clown on any effort unless it's half-assed effort or not trying at all. So there are like even stick figure animations on YouTube and some like Newgrounds or what have you. If is Newgrounds even around? I have no idea. But yeah, I wouldn't clown on stick figures too much. Plus, you can do so much with stick figures. You'd be well, we're not surprised now, but they definitely get further in life and are very obvious that okay, we are stick figures. Let's do something. Yes, yes. What is your question? Sorry, I was like gonna start doing some one of my works in progress and I couldn't decide. I got distracted and I saw like sketchbooks and I was like, oh, maybe I could show a few. And yeah, this was like the standard sketchbook. They got expensive. I think like this size might be around 11, $12. This is I think $6, $7, 6.99. So $7 give or take. And this was a long time ago. So like a lot of art supplies are stupid expensive now. So I'm like, well, that'll stop me from buying more sketchbooks. Oh wait, no, it didn't. There was like I think last year I bought like three small ones, thinking, oh, if they're small size, I can definitely crank them out faster. No, it's about the same. A panda kissing a dog. Hmm, probably. The only thing is I can't do it straight up from memory. I need references. I'm not that good of an artist, despite what you saw. I have to look at references. I have to make sure it's the correct angle. Um, Maybe the next live stream, if you stay tuned for that, I can have something like that. But right now, I have to think about it. But I'll write it down for sure. I can't do it on the spot. See, I'm not that good of an artist. I just presume works in progress that I do. But I'll actually write. I'm sorry. My throat's kind of, but I can actually write that down. So and I'll. Who the heck did this to my pencil? Well, it's my kid's pencil. But yeah, I can work on it, but on the spot I'm not good at that. Maybe next time I can do it. I'm not prepared, so I'm like what? And I'm also tired. So see, this is proof that I'm taking it into consideration. And I could, yeah, this is legible. Pets, Roblox. Um, I used to have a lot of pets growing up, but this time no more because after I think 2016, my last dog passed away. And so my family wants to have cats, but I'm allergic to cats. But long story short, no pets. And I don't play Roblox, but my kid does. I see what he does, and it's very noisy. Q&A sticker. But yeah, I will look into that. And if you stay tuned next time. I might do another live stream this weekend. I don't know yet. I'm already down. I already completed my quota. This is my second part of my live stream week. But if for whatever reason I do an extra, I can do another one tomorrow. It depends on what I do because I'm a little busy tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I'll see what I can get done. But yeah, I will look into this because hey, something new. I haven't drawn a panda seriously. I'm trying to think. I can't remember, but I think I've drawn a panda, just not in a long while. Or I made a panda out of clay. That's all I can remember. As for dogs, what kind of dog? Because I'm gonna pick any dog. Because there's a lot of dogs. Though I've been looking at Pomeranians. Sometimes they're cute. Sometimes I don't like them. It's a mixed bag. But there'd be days like, oh, that's a cute, and then other days, what the heck is that? Or a Chihuahua. So this is other sketchbook. Oh, these are some interesting questions. Let's see. Homeschooled or rather cage with lions? Well, that's rather extreme. I never been homeschooled, so I'm not entirely sure how I can deal with that. But I doubt that I can fare with lions because I'm not very athletic. So I guess I would have to take homeschool because I doubt that people will eat me while I'm being homeschooled. Well, I'm not saying there's a 0% chance that that'll ever happen, but it's still smaller than being surrounded by lions. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I haven't seen that kind of breed. I'll check it out. Actually, right now. Sorry, I'm gonna look at it. When I do get requests, my usual I don't ask for money, especially if it's online, but if it's involving real life things then and money is involved, I have to be kind of careful just because when you start earning money and and I'm not saying I'm successful, but like the more money I earn, the government gets involved. So they're like, "Hey, I notice you're making some money. Where's our cut?" And I'm like, hey, I'm the one. But then you're like, oh no, but I'm doing it while in in this country and this and that. Sorry, I'm just doing a little reference check, and I'll start something. Well, I can start looking. Oh, sorry, my hair. So I also have some old drawings here, but these are more cutesy, more or less, and some of them get a little detailed. Like, yeah, I also work on cute things more as a break, and I like cute things in recent years. I didn't used to like cute things much. I used to want to be the cool kid, even though ultimately I'm not a cool kid. Um, but yeah, these are my favorite Sanrio. Well, no, yeah, my favorite Sanrio character, though I added an extra pig because why not? Oh, aw, cute. Aw, I like floppy ears. Oh, that's a cute dog. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pick a random one later and then just go with that from there. Okay, okay. Oh no, I'm so sorry for him. Oh, I hate when that happens and it's really out of your control. Yeah, it's really sad. My dad used to be a veterinarian when I was growing up, and a part of being a veterinarian is putting animals to sleep. Well, in his case, dogs and cats. And there were a few instances where I saw the owner just break down. It's really awful and sad. When I was a kid, though, I didn't really pay much attention because when you're a kid, you're kind of a jerk. And so I laugh at myself being like that. But as I look back, I'm like and having gone through like my share of my little dog babies and cat babies, I really miss it, but at the same time, it's too much for me. I think if I had one more, and I don't think my heart can take it. So I for sure would not want pets. I mean, I like them, I miss them, but at the same time, it's another It's almost like another child to some degree, almost. But yeah, I also know the responsibility and the bills. I didn't even know about pet insurance until recently, so I was like, "What? There's pet insurance?" So, yeah. But I do like drawing some dogs once in a while, especially my old dogs if I remember cuz I didn't have a digital camera back then. That's how old I am. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'll look into that drawing and see what I can do. On the spot though, I'm sorry cuz it's kind of spur of the moment. I'm not that good of an artist. I need a plan. Sometimes I do random things, but it's within my capabilities, I guess. Yeah, I said him. So anyway, I have this other drawing. So while there were some cute things, I also have Tomie, however you pronounce it. Um, but I like this. I was just trying to get the essence of Tomie, and I just wrote like, "You're clearly a dimwit." Yeah, she said that's her verbatim, and she's kind of a butt. But people love her or hate her to the extreme. Let's see. This one is not done. And I was trying to do a dessert, then I got tired realizing, oh, that's a lot of things to do, but there was something going on here. Okay, okay, that's as long as he's not suffering anymore, that is good. Usually when I hear about, oh, as long as they're not suffering, I usually don't like hearing people say that, but depending on the situation, especially if it when, towards the end they were just not feeling good and their health is declining, and yeah, I think it is better for them to let them let them finally rest without any more pain and suffering. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I know you're sharing about your dog. I also have to share some things too, so I can't focus too much. Sorry about that. But yeah, I also did this bento drawing, but replaced whatever they had here with little piggies asleep, and I thought this was really cute. Way too detailed, but still very cute. Other stuff, ew. I need to check what I have because some drawings I don't like. This one's okay, but I didn't finish it. I used to do stuff like this in high school, and I tried to do it in recent, oh, I don't have a date, but I tried to do something what I used to do in high school, and I did not, I can't even finish it because I'm not single, basically. I think if I was single, I would be filling the pages like crazy, but with my own life, married and and a kid, I got stuff to do. I got errands. I got boring grown up stuff. And so I can't finish it. Sometimes that's okay, but sometimes when I look at that, it bothers me. Anyway, more pigs. Yes, you will see pigs a lot on this channel because I like them a lot. Oh, nice meeting you, Madison. Well, or Maddie. My name's Adele or Delion or Del. Either or is fine. I usually don't mention my name too much because people don't hang around too long. So I just refer to myself by my channel name to some degree. I mean, yeah, that's the default standard, but some people like to get more close and personal with their names and this and that. And I kind of have to be careful after recent events. And so I just try to, you know, just keep it okay. And if anyone introduces, like, I don't mind. But then I also, ugh, the internet can be scary at times. And then this is another Sanrio character. I was like, we should have this for the trains here, If we made actually I would do that. Okay, I need to okay, so I have some ideas. So there's your idea. Sorry. And then I have my idea. I should be working on something, but I need to also make new things. So Sanrio Phi the local trains here. The local trains here are called BART. Bay Area Rapid Transport. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is on my screen? I have to tell the editor that there's crap on the screen again and it keeps showing to it. It's like, go away. I don't like you. I'm not talking about you. There's just crap on my screen. That shows on auto. It's annoying me. So yeah, I kind of like this character, and they have a whole bunch of trains, and I think they were trying to grab the attention of little boys because they like trains in Japan, and they have more variations of trains, which I think is really cool. Meanwhile, like where I'm at, there's a few, and they're not very. I mean, they're trains, and people don't care. So, well, younger people, not so much. Older people, I well, they're all in cars, and then there's an old sketch I have. Movies, watch them as soon as you stop live streaming because they're so good. Well, when I watch, it depends because right now it's like midnight Pacific Standard Time here. So if I watch that after, I'm gonna be kind of tired. I'll look into that, but I did hear about the Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I never watched them. I think one of my family members did, but I didn't hear back like how was it? Like, oh, was it the greatest thing ever? Or I fell asleep after 5 minutes. And at my age, falling asleep after 5 minutes is kind of a standard for us old people. And then yes, but I'll look into that too. Cause well, I'm too old. Like that. By the time that released, I'm pretty sure I was in my 30s. uh, Let me see. Well, I'm writing it down. So, and what some people think is good, it's kind of hit or miss with me because some things that I like, not a lot of people like, and vice versa. So, meanwhile, this penguin is cute. Yeah, this pig will keep coming back, but sometimes the standard image of the pig kind of changes here or there. This looks like the head's too big. And then we have Psyduck. I like him sometimes, but not all the time. But today, that time I did. Oh, I think I messed up here. Play the games. Oh, I don't know. I don't like having high blood pressure. I heard of the game as well, and I did see a few long plays or uh, let's plays. I'm not sure if that's the kind of game. I only played Black Myth Wukong. That's the last thing I played seriously, and Disney Solitaire. And the Sanrio game. That's all the main games I've been playing. And Black Myth Wukong I stopped last year after I finished it 4 times because I'm supposed to get all the gear and stuff, and I did. Now I'm tired. But now I've suggested to go, oh, you should play it all over again, but with absolutely nothing. You start totally new. And I'm like, I don't want to do all that. I like all my stuff. But I don't know. Because we can't have Black Myth, what's it called? Jonqui anytime soon. So I'm like, but I already beat it 4 times. How many more times do I need? Meanwhile, pigs. And I drew Bob's Burgers for some reason. I actually like Bob. I identify with him way too much. No, he works harder than me, but I understand his plight. Again, more pigs. I was quite obsessed. Again, oh my god, this one's actually cute though. I like this one. Ah, cool. Yeah, yeah. Um, Pikachu's cute. There was a knockoff version I saw where someone drew Pikachu but as a pig, and I thought that was a funny. I drew it. It's in one of my card collections. Maybe I should draw that again too. Pikachu. Oh my god. Well, thanks for the ideas. And then Eevee's also really cute. I can't decide which one of the elemental versions I like, but I just like the brown one just because it's more neutral. And I only played Pokemon Go when people stopped playing it as much, but I didn't go to many places, so I kind of eventually stopped playing. But I did enjoy collecting them when I did, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many. I remember when there used to be only 50, and then there's like I don't know how much right now. I'm not well versed. But oh, okay, so now the drawings are getting less. Like when it starts looking like this, I'm starting to lose interest. So I might paint over some of these, unfortunately. Yeah, I really like pigs. Holy crap. This one, yeah, like somewhere along the line, I get distracted or life happens, and so you can tell with my drawings, I'm getting kind of tired. Um, but I'm trying. Oh, I did draw Serena, but I got lazy. What was that one meme where they kept drawing her, and then there's different variations of Serena or Usagi. And then I was trying to do my version, and I got really tired. So I was like, plus I don't like her. So a lot of people do, and they try to, but her first impression, even the very first, I did not like her. So, but if people like her, I don't make them go, hey, don't like her because I don't like. No, of course, if you like her, that's fine. I don't care about that. But yes, I just try to draw different things every so often, despite only having. Oh my god, what is this crap? Sorry, the screen is annoying me. And then I'll show one of the recent, not recent, oh no, 2019. Oh my gosh, this is a while ago. Ugh. Oh, I was trying to use Copic markers around this time. So we have Tuxedo Sam as a pirate. And I think what I didn't like about Copic markers was it does this. It looks neat, but you have to make sure something is over certain pages so it doesn't bleed through, which is kind of a pain in the butt. And also sometimes oh shoot, sorry. Sometimes the markers are not very they are not very color fast, or they don't stay on as long, like they have like bleaching after a while. Like this got bleached over after, I think. But maybe I should go back to I should use them before they dry up. That's the other thing. Yeah, 2019 was kind of a while back, and oh my god, I thought this was funny. Yeah, I was just calling that Pikachu. It was pretty cute. I liked it. I did make one as a card art, but I don't have the cards on me because I have to dig it out. But yeah, like my god, I have a lot of pictures. This one's just okay. I think I was testing crayons on here, and then this was just meh. Oh, but I like this one. See, sometimes the markers don't look like this was definitely not this faded, but I like this idea. This is really cute. Yeah, I like really cute things, but after a while, I start feeling kind of tired. Oh, I do like this one though. This one's one of my favorites. Pom Pom Pudding as a scarecrow, though this poor guy has something up his butt. But it's no, or it could be hanging on something. It doesn't have to be up his butt. I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with the cute things every so often. And oh, oh, this has actually a lot. I kind of went pretty far, but the drawings are getting more just sketches and drawings. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if there's anything worth showing because I kind of skip through pages sometimes. And then Spotty Dotty, I think they're trying to bring her back, but they are kind of like lazy. They don't give her something new. They just they ride on the coattails of the Sanrio design back in the 90s, and I think that's what they're doing. I'm like, you can do something new. There's nothing, not too extreme, but I don't know. That's just my suggestion. Anyway, I need to work on something. It's almost 30 minutes, you bum. Me, I mean. Thought I was going to work on some heart thing, like a bowl. Oh, okay. I see. Well, that's an idea. I'm not very good with doing, I almost said cutlery, like dishes. Uh, and also, I don't have the kind of clay to make that kind of stuff. I only have right now this is what I have on hand, and I only have foam clay. Polymer clay, I think it's dried because I haven't used polymer clay in a long while. But I have been only doing paintings. Problem is, this is too on the spot. I'm kind of annoyed with that. I think, oh no, I don't know if this will work, but I'll have to see if it'll work right on the spot because I was too busy talking about my sketches. Oh God, will this? The other thing is, I don't. My brushes are not. Oh my goodness, I am overdue to cleaning my brushes because I have not been cleaning them and I started using new ones. Not a good idea. Oh Lord, okay, that's not good. uh, okay, let's fix it with something. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for the ideas though. I appreciate it. It's just if I'm doing things on the spot, I have to make sure I have the materials. And I also don't want, because usually online people don't like messing up. I am one of those people, but at the same time with a live stream, it's out there, you got to do it. And so, but also it depends. I'm not very good at being put on the spot despite being on a live stream. Is that an oxymoron? Anyway, but yeah, I need to start working on at least one thing. And this one, I've been meaning to finish this one, but I was kind of working on a whole bunch of things and I was busy with life, so I never got around to finishing it. I'll try to see what I can add on here. Oh, this looks okay. Not too bad. God. But the downside is I have to mix paint, which I really don't like doing because I it I'm not very good at eyeballing color, unfortunately. Bums me out. And this brush is too big. That's the other problem. Ah, oh my god, these brushes. I'm also overdue at cleaning them. Should I do a live stream of just me cleaning brushes and how boring it is? Well, it's actually useful because I don't see a lot of people doing it unless you actively how to clean paintbrushes. And there's several methods, but mine is kind of
Look, an old train.
oh, thank you.
Since 19, it's from the 1619. That's a long time ago.
Is it?
Extremely long time ago, the 9th century had this train. But then it was discontinued in 1912.
Oh, thank you. You know things before you were born, or I was born, or when your Lola was born.
Noah was born in 1945. That was the year when World War II ended. World War II ended in 1945. 19, the
So
1970s.
I'm writing it down, but people usually will only get 2 requests and then that's it. I think I mentioned a while ago someone was very similar where they're asking me to just do stuff to draw them things and then I was like, "Okay, but if it's easier, I can do it, but if it's something a little complicated, I need like a day or like with a week to get something started." And then when I've shared it on another live stream, they don't even say I don't even think they said thank you. And then when I did another drawing that later on, they didn't like cats, for instance. And I was like, I'm gonna draw a cat. And they're like, I don't like cats. And so I'm like, well, that's you. This is me. And so I started working on a cat on one of these pumpkin things. And then they started calling me a bad artist for not wanting to do what she wants me to do. I'm like, what the hell? Who are you? And I think it was a child. I don't know, but then they used to be very active is with my old live streams, but then all of a sudden when I didn't want to draw a cat, no, when I wanted to draw a cat and they didn't like cats, then there was like this dumb thing, and I think I wasn't upset, but I was getting kind of annoyed because like they ask for requests and then I make like and then I had to like stop them because they kept asking for more without thank you or anything. Like at least say thank you. It's free, sheesh. But no. So I stopped. I only designate only 2 frees and then that's it. Otherwise, people get kind of greedy. So I have to stop. I'm not saying you're greedy, but I have to kind of give some kind of boundaries. Otherwise, people will walk all over me if I'm not careful. Thank you for sharing the fish, sir.
But if we have a white cocoa, we could give it to the fried one. Or we could give the fried white cocoa an anchovy.
I am tired of white croaker. I like it, but I'm not even supposed to be eating that much.
But I heard that it tastes like tilapia and salted anchovies.
Oh my god, there's no.
No. White cocoa is
I'm annoyed. Now I have to work on the line art, and the line art needs more mixing paint. I don't have time, so I have to put it away. Wow. Okay, this one I think I can use do yellow stars. Yeah, I have to go through different things to get something done. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So this channel is mostly me working on several works in progress at the same time because I make too many projects. And while I wait, I do other projects. And then they pile up. That's basically it. Oh no, where is the paintbrush? That isn't gross. What are you laughing at, sir?
poop. That's my poop. I poop from the pizza.
That's from Google Images, okay?
That's a fake.
Hey. We had our talk, sir. You know to not do that kind of stuff. So anyway, sorry. I thought I can do more of this, but I have to mix more paint. Oh yeah, totally. I think sometimes some people can be kind of self-centered. I'm just saying in a general sense, okay? So I'm not targeting people and that's human nature. That's totally fine. What I don't like is they just think I can ask this, I can ask that, I can get free art. And then when you decide, you know what, I'm not going to do what you want. I'm going to do my own thing cuz it's my live stream, right? And then they get upset. I'm like, "What?" I think you need to get that checked sir or ma'am. And so that's kind of rude. Like, people online get really self entitled when, they're surrounded by other people like them. And then when you encounter people that are different and don't want to comply to what you want, it's easy for people to get upset. And it, again, human nature, it's understandable. It's okay to like not like it when someone doesn't agree with you with something. But everyone's different, and that's fine. But some people don't like that, and then they get upset and throw a hissy fit online, in public, at the airport, like things like that. I'm like, I don't think we should be here doing this, and I think
And
you
I
need to
saw
go home.
someone got stuck on the boat train when they exit at Civic Center.
Who the heck is that?
It happened when the door actually closed straight on her.
Oh,
So the train sent a so the conductor sent a message to our wagon
oh,
to say that the doors are extremely obstructed.
yeah.
So we
Well,
have to stay away from the doors before the train could
oh my goodness
depart
gracious.
forever.
Yeah, that's also stupid. People are not supposed to be at holding the doors. They might have been holding the door for someone. Don't do that. You'll get.
It might delay, and even
Yeah,
they'll give you a fine from that.
they should. You're not supposed to be doing that crap.
They'll,
Like if you miss it, you snooze, you lose. That's what happens. Accept
then
it.
you
But
have to wait a
people like,
little bit.
no, not me. I'm the main character. I do what I want. Like, oh my god. Like there's that now. Oh my gosh.
How about what if you live next to the Bering Strait?
I don't want to live next to the Bering Strait. That's kind of
Bering
cold.
Strait is too cold. It's also since it's colder like Tibet or like Antarctica or Greenland. Greenland is colder than I thought.
You never been to Greenland, sir?
This snow mountain will look like we're passing through Tibet.
Oh, yes, it
It
does.
looks like we're flying through China to Las Vegas.
Oh, I did mention that I do have the inevitable guest speaker, and that's my
This
son.
is a mountain region.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
I think that would
And so he likes to showcase his knowledge when I told him to use tiny voice or go in the other room, and then he knows I'm on live stream, and then he comes here and starts talking about things from poop to the 1944 economic crisis in Europe. I wish I was joking. Well, that's when he was 4, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to work on several things at the same time. It's kind of a hassle, but it keeps me busy. That's why I have so many projects, and at the same time, I have so many projects. It's kind of insane. Like, stop doing this to yourself. But it's fun, and I like it.
And it's automatic elevator that works just like a normal dead elevator.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a dead elevator, you should learn that.
Yeah. And if you hear some noise in the background, that's his marble run, because that's what he does, even though I told him to not do that so late.
Let me try to do one.
And if you're wondering why he's late, it's because he's up late. It's because it's the weekend, so we kind of give him a pass.
Well, I'm not going into the hole.
I don't know. You put too much. I already told you. I told you not to put so much, and it gets stuck. And then you're like, why is it not going down the hole? I'm like, because you put too much, sir. Uh-huh. Oh, I have some cards I can ink. Okay. I have something going on. Sorry, it's like so I thought I was gonna do some work and I didn't do it. And I have to not be on here as long because I have to get up early to make breakfast. But I took a nap earlier, so I'm a little alert, among other things. Just okay, so that's that. I think I'm supposed to do line art. Good to know. The thing with yellow is I need like a base coat. That's why there's white. And there is that. Okay. Okay, so my other cards. I thought I could do large projects, but I got thrown off by my love of sketchbooks, I guess. I don't know what to put on here. I should fix Freakazoid. What?
It'll slowly go up on its own.
Okay.
Look at how it reacts with the bubble.
Oh, okay, I have some stuff that's different. Oh, I've been drawing a lot of girls lately. I've been trying to avoid them because I used to draw fan service girls at some point. Their clothes are on, don't worry. But at the same time, it did attract a male audience. But when I stopped doing that, I noticed the male audience gets distracted by other things. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. What else is new? Other side is, so I did try drawing guys for a time, but then I got I not nervous, but I got a little embarrassed that it was getting a little ridiculous doing the research. So what I ended up doing was I would draw muscle, like male muscle bodies, but replace the heads with Sanrio characters. And that has been done already, but I thought, oh, I haven't seen one of Zashiki Buddha, Tuxedo Sam, Hangyodan, so I had to include them. So I thought that was kind of funny. Oh god, this is going to be hella tedious. They left. I can do what I want. Okay, anyway. Sometimes some people can hijack my live streams, and I let it slide, but if it gets too normal, I have to like put my foot down. Because sometimes, especially younger people, I notice they don't realize that sometimes they take up other people's time. But I do that sometimes as well, so I don't fault them on that. I need to, oh no, I don't talk to too many people at the same time. So yeah, I add more work for myself because that's what I do apparently, and it keeps me busy. But at the same time, is this pen crappy? Is this a new pen or an old pen? And I don't know how accurate this is because I don't have a reference on hand. Oh, I do, but I'll see what I can do. Going rogue. No promises though. So, oh, I'm a little off center. Sorry. And then, so more anime girls because why not? Yeah, my generation thrives on Sailor Moon for the girls and Dragon Ball Z for the guys. But I didn't like either that much growing up. I know they were there, but something about both I didn't care for. Well, everyone else, like, well, the ones that got into anime from those two, either or even both, they were like, oh, I love Sailor Moon, this and that. I was like, it's okay. But I didn't have much anime around me, so I kind of just, I guess I'll watch some. So I wasn't that big of a fan of Sailor Moon, despite growing up with it. But this, Project Echo, these two, they were funny as hell. I love them. That was my Sailor Moon. This was the one that I was seriously having a blast with, and that seriously got me jump started into getting into anime. Even though there were, I don't know about adult situations, but high school girls and fighting over boys or fighting over wanting to be someone's friend. This was hilarious. Hella funny. But at the same time, if you want to watch the uncensored version, I mean, go ahead. It wasn't that much, but some people get really offended nowadays, so I don't know. And it's basically like a parody movie, anime movie of several popular, based off several popular things like Project A, Project Echo. She was based off a character. She's the daughter of two U.S. superheroes, which I think is hilarious. And I was like, what? And neither of them have red hair, which is also kind of funny. But she was kind of like having similar powers to, well, spoiler, Wonder Woman. But she was so cool and I really liked her. And yet she wasn't like uh designed like female characters here where the girl is, she is the best at everything and all the guys are crap. They don't even have that much guys. No, but she does, she has a boy crush eventually, and she gets into a fight with her. So her name's Eiko. Her name's Biko. Interesting names, but yeah, they would fight over either Siko, her best friend, or what his name was? K. His name was K. Okay, the guy that the love interest later on in this very short series. This was a lot of fun, but I only liked the first movie. The ongoing movies afterwards, I'm like, I'm okay. But the first movie was seriously my go-to for many years. Even up to now, I have a lot of fun watching this stuff. but I don't watch it every day, or I will get sick of it. But this is definitely a treat worth watching. And yes, the animation is not perfect, but for its time, it's really good. And they look like teenagers. It's nice to see teenagers look like teenagers, you know? Not like they're 12, not like they're 48, not like they're 26. They're freaking teenagers, and I think that's so cool. But they fight like middle-aged men. So hella funny. Middle-aged men with powers. It cracks me up. I have a good time watching this stuff. Oh, I think I only have time for one card. I want to work. Well, there's also hamster here. Oh my gosh, this is so stinking cute. Wait, how did I draw this again? I have to remember. I forget. Oh wait, I think I have this reference here actually. Oh my gosh, Marble Run. Okay. So, reference. Sorry, I was looking at my live stream and then I was like distracted. I might draw more screenshots from Project Echo. They look like a lot of fun to work with, but the line art's a little bit hard to get because they're very faint, surprisingly. I'm not sure if it's because of the quality, but either or, I will try to see what I can do. This is definitely a lot of fun. I started working on this on a few past card arts. Had a lot of fun, but I didn't like how they turned out. But recently, well, it's still kind of ugly, but less ugly because I don't think I could do any better. But this was definitely so much fun to do. So I might have to work on more. I think there was someone on DeviantArt who did like fan fiction for Project Echo. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know anyone that knows Project Echo much, unless they're people way older than me. And I was like, oh, and my brother, I guess. How's your guys' week going? Mine was just tiring and dealing with boring paperwork and finding out, oh, I have to do this. This is good. And then I still have other paperwork to deal with, boring grown up paperwork. And so I was like, okay. And then it got cold and then warm and then cold and then warm again. And a whole bunch of not so great US news happening. And then I think protest. I think there was a protest. Oh, now it's yesterday. Protest yesterday. Um, yeah, there's that. I think we are familiar with what's going on here in the US more or less. And it's disgusting. It's annoying. It's very tiring. And you can't help but worry, like, who's next? But at the same time, it's very upsetting with what's going on and very humiliating and angering. It's it's really upsetting and like what? But at the same time, it has been going on, but it's more visible now. Like, what do we do now? And people seems to be enjoying to drag their feet and give more money to the not correct places versus to where people actually need that money, and it's really tiring. And while I don't talk about it that much, I think it's because I'm just some person who does art stuff. But there's some people doing art stuff based on some of the people who were taken away, and I'm like, I don't know if I should do that. If they want to do that, that's their choice. But for me, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the right person to do that stuff. Um, and it's also hard to do that when they're dealing with some difficult things, and I don't want to make caricatures of that. I'm not saying the people who do the art are making caricatures, but at the same time, I serious topics I try to not get into too much because I worry I might say something stupid and people will just rain on my parade and call me an idiot and all that stuff. And I was like, that's not what I mean, you know. Because sometimes I will say something and people take it like a whole other 360 degree, And this is just from a Sailor Moon Cosmos reaction. And that video on Instagram is like 200, like I think 213 so K views alone, and I'm like, my art doesn't get that much traction at all. It's like 50 views on Reels. So yeah, and people have a lot to say about. Oh shoot, I think someone left comments also. I need to get to a comment as well. It was actually about my art stuff, not Sailor Moon. So I was like, oh, I should message, but I was sleepy. I was getting up from a nap. Let's just say. So I need to do that after this thing. I don't think I have time to do coloring, unfortunately. Only a little bit from here and this other one. But I keep forgetting this one. Sorry. This one here, I have to freaking mix paint for the color because the colors are not very common. They're very muted. They're very like apocalyptic, so I cannot just do like
But I
offhand
want
these
white.
colors.
No more yellow. My favorite is red.
Okay. Okay, so also I kind of had to tweak some things here because it was a little cramped. I could add extra cards and tape it, but I didn't feel like doing it. So for some of the measuring, the parts are not in as spread out. This might have been a widescreen for all I know. Wow. And then I think yesterday was the protest, and there's a lot of people out on my end. It was pretty crazy, but I had to get my kid. They say, "Oh, you should take your kids out of school," but I saw announcements on my kids' website. They mention little kids no, but middle schoolers can do protests, but they have to have call in advance and let the school know that you're gonna go out there and protest. And it was packed. It was packed to the brim, full of people. So be careful out there. But they seem to be doing all right. I don't see any scary stuff. But at the same time, I've heard of people getting arrested in some of these protests. So I'm like, And the other thing is, I have to do errands. I still have things to do, and that's boring adult stuff. But I didn't buy anything today except things from family-owned restaurants. So yeah, I did that. That's the best I can do, and make sure my kid gets home safely. That's important. So that's the best I can do. I'm sorry. But I also have to make sure my kid, not so much protect things from my kid, but like he still has somewhat of a normal childhood. But during these times, that's kind of challenging. So it's like, and then you have to be the one explaining like what's going on. I'm like, well, he hasn't asked about that. Like you can hear, he's talking about all his other stuff. But how long till he notices something's not right about these days? So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the thing about parents. When you have to explain something, you got to explain it, whether you like it or not. Oh, God, I think I did something off here. Oh, bother, I think I did something off. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I don't have wait, did I have a pencil? I thought I had a pencil and I put it down and I don't know where I put it. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of things because this one I just did the painting for this one, but this actually has line art, so I can start a little bit with the line art. And the thing about drawing on acrylic paint, you kind of have to be careful because I messed up so many micron pens, but I'm not sure if the quality of the micro pens are strong anymore. I do notice I can go through micron pens pretty fast. It's pretty awful because these are not cheap. But sometimes I just get the U.S. ones, or I go to the one in Japantown. They have microns, but sometimes, and I test them and they're fine. But after I use them on acrylic painting, and I'm probably not supposed to be doing that, and I make sure they're dry, they get messed up after a while. So I try to wait a bit longer for it to be dry, but still gets messed up either or. Sorry. It bums me out because these pens are not cheap. And then the ones that are usually popular, like the 0.005 and 01, 02, the more fine lines, those are the ones that are sold out. But I am glad they don't have them behind that glass case because it makes me not want to get them. The ones because people used to steal them. I know, right? Like, ugh, ruin it for everyone else. But the ones that pay, I mean. But they don't have it at this store, which is nice. But I don't know how long that'll last. You know, nowadays people get kind of desperate. But anyway, I am glad that they don't have that. The Some art stores do. I remember, I think Blix had that where they put their stuff behind a glass in a locked in case. Kind of, yeah. When I see that, I don't want to get any more. Like maybe I'll just buy it online. But I understand it's a safety precaution. But whenever I see, I'm like, oh god, because people don't show up. Here in the Walgreens or CVS. No, not yeah. So I think also CVS. They lock up ice cream. I didn't know that. They lock up ice cream section sometimes. Well, that's what I saw at CVS at one point.
I found a figure.
What figure?
This figure is for my this.
Oh, yeah. They lock up ice cream. They lock up I'm not sure about contraceptives. Uh, Toothpaste. They lock up toothpaste. They lock up soaps sometimes, like bath soap. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. They lock up vitamins. They lock up vitamins now. Oh, well, it makes sense. They are kind of expensive, and sometimes they resell it on the sidewalk. A lot of people do that, but I'm not sure if they actually stole it or I don't know their situation, but I see a whole bunch of resold like daily necessities out on the block. I'm like, okay, you do you.
And I hear a mouse.
No, it's not. It's the Momo.
Why talking about the moon?
Yeah, cause you like to not throw your trash away. That's why, and that's the Momo.
He's not.
Yes, it is.
Momo does not exist.
No, you'd be surprised. Even Lola said it is.
It does not.
Does too. So throw your trash away in the trash can. Anyway, yeah, I have a lot of fun doing these card arts, but at the same time, I keep adding more work for myself. I need to stop doing that, but I do have a lot of fun. I can't help but make more art for myself. But I think as long as I have fun, that's all that matters. I think if what I wouldn't want is I'm drawing it and I hate it, and I keep drawing it and I still hate it. But sometimes when I think, oh, this is okay, and it's not turning out well, I still try anyway, like try to fix it. But sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh shit, I need to. Do I have an example of art? Oh, I do.
This is the London Dockyard Crane Field.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so this character, well, she is here, but this is the first attempt I draw of her, and I don't like how this turned out, even though it was based off the I think it was like the art book or like like the storyboard book of Project Aiko, and it looks like this, but for whatever reason, I don't like how this turns out. Maybe I'll paint over it and fix it because it bothers me. Um, she looks better here, more or less, than that one. So I'm gonna have to fix this one. Hopefully I don't wreck it. I don't know, but I can also make it into a black, like those dark colored glass mask helmet thingies because that's what she was wearing that. And yeah, Mm-hmm.
Even this might be the A-line from Minecraft. This is the A-line shuttle express from mountains.
Minecraft.
They
Okay.
switched to first tunnel to mountain to the second tunnel. The second tunnel is led all the way to wooded Badlands Station,
Okie dokie.
and the second one led all the way to South Side. Since it's
Oh my
closer to
god, this
Union
is
City.
so detailed. Why did I pick? She has other images, and I picked one of the most detailed ones. Good thing I didn't make a larger image. I'd be upset. But even still, something this small. Thankfully, because it's small, I can get away with imperfections. Same time, though, this is a lot. I didn't realize it was that much. And then I have to clean up some areas. Oh my gosh. Remember, lower it.
Also, no. Yeah,
What's that?
the eating fails from China.
Oh. Oh god, that's gross. Not because it's from China. It's because sometimes they're eating nasty stuff and they gag. I don't like gagging noises. It's like, ugh. And they can watch it without batting an eye. Meanwhile, me, I don't like hearing the sound of people about to throw up. It's, ugh. I'm not a brave person. Oh no. See, it's starting to get messy again. It's starting to not want to work. After a while, it starts acting kind of wonky. And I'm also not using a ruler, even though I probably should use a ruler. But for whatever reason, I avoid rulers because even with a ruler, I'm not very good at using them. Not too loud, sir. Oh no, see, yeah, it's starting to get wonky again. I have to, um, how I kind of, why is there hair on here? How I try to make sure it doesn't get messed up. I have to make sure it's still, okay, okay, it's good. Because when it starts drying up, it's starting to get, the nib gets damaged, and I don't like that. Why? My God, see, this is a downside of having long hair. It gets everywhere. But yes, I try not to draw on it too long where it starts getting messed up because it's easy to mess up your nibs, your pen nibs on acrylic paint. Maybe there's a better method, but this is the best way I can do it. Because I want fine lines and clean lines. I'm not very good with fine lines and painting. For those of you who can do that, I am envious. I wish I can do it, but it ain't in my cards. Literally. Okay, so this one. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. There's also this cat. Okay, right, there's this cat here. What's her name? Sassy? I think that's her name. Oh my gosh. They have Sanrio Build-A-Bears. And some of them look weird, but some of them look really cute. Like they have one of Tuxedo Sam. He's not supposed to look like that. If you've seen the Tuxedo Sam Build-A-Bears, he looked really weird. But he was popular. You would think, oh, he looks off. Not off, but I mean like he's usually like a round, plump shape. Do I have a Tuxedo Sam image? I do, but I have to stand up. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I keep showing things, but I'm bored. I'm bored sometimes. Yeah, so Tuxedo Sam looks like this, right? More, well, he's kind of wonky. That's his general shape, very roundish, very plump. But he's built like a bear, kind of like this in a way. They, can you imagine this and this together? It's kind of what? But they have him as a bear shape, and well, not the not the ears, but like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, more or less. But it looks odd. It doesn't look what, but it was so popular. It was out of stock for a while, but they brought them back, so I don't know if I should buy one because I need to not buy stuff. And they have one for Hangyodan and Choco Cat and Packle. I'm like, oh no, I kind of like most of them. I wasn't even caring for Build a Bear. And then they have these guys. And then they have little ones, like the little side characters or their little friends. I was like, God damn it. I only bought Pom Pom Pudding the Halloween edition because I like the green version. But other than that, I'm like, I don't know. Because they're not cheap, so I try to pinch my pennies when I can. Okay, so this one's supposed to be kind of orange, I think. Sorry, I'm looking at it. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to draw that. Oh, well, I'm not going to do that now. Like, I could fix it later. So that's what I have. I have to do these in layers because this is too much. On a small surface area, I didn't realize it'd be this much of a project until I was like, oh, God, that's crazy. Okay, let's do something easy right now, I think. Aw, cute. I think my niece, when she was young, had a dwarf hamster, and this was the most freaking adorable thing ever. But it ran away. But yes, I think one of the options aside from having a cat in my family was to have a hamster. And I usually opt out of pets, not because I don't like them, it's because I'm the one stuck with all the actual work of poop and feeding them. And, oh, they're sick. Maybe you should take them to the hospital. I'm like, this is why I didn't want to have pets anymore. Not because I don't want to take care of them, it's because I'm stuck taking care of them by myself. Not like I don't want to, but then, it's a team effort, dang it. But hamsters, while it's like, oh, they're just little itty bitty things, they poop a lot. You gotta make sure both of them are the same gender or they're gonna be having babies left and right. And they have babies. And then the other thing is, um, sometimes they may have illnesses later on that you didn't, or like a genetic disorder or some other that was out of their control and your control, and it'll cost a lot of money. Like certain breeds of dog, like the dogs with like pugs with the face practically, that looks freaking flat as a doornail, flat as a piece of paper with nostrils. I always feel bad for them, even though people talk crap about them sometimes because they say they look ugly. But no, I can see the cuteness, but I feel bad for their breathing problem. And I think at one point they mentioned that they have some kind of, not cosmetic surgery, but a kind of corrective surgery to help them open their nostrils. And it looks strange, but they breathe better. I was like, oh, okay. But how much does that cost? That's the other thing. Yeah, I didn't know they had that. And then also, like, Shar one of my favorite dog breeds. While I grew up around them, they also had problem with their eyelashes growing into their eyeballs, so they have to have corrective surgery, like double lid surgery for Shar. And they're little puppies when they have it. And while they're so cute, I feel so bad when they have little stitches on their eyelids. Like, oh, those poor babies. Not all of them have that, but some. I think it's a common thing for some of the Shar breed. Because there's an American Shar and the Chinese Shar. It's kind of, oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I can handle pets anymore. It's ugh. Like it's nice and cute after a while, but then when they go, and they will, it's. Ugh, I don't know if I can handle it. At most, I have a neighbor nearby that has a cat. I don't know the cat's name, and I only found out recently it's a girl. I was calling it a boy. I was calling it not fat, nice meowers, and then or my naked neighbor. I addressed that to a few friends. They're like, "What kind of neighbor is that? Why are they walking out naked?" Like, no, it's a cat. I'm like, oh. So sometimes I introduce that cat as a naked neighbor, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing? What kind of neighborhood you live at, lady?" And I'm like, "No, it's a cat." So technically they're naked, and they're like, "Oh." Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I get the what the fuck face sometimes. I'm like, they are naked. What do you expect me to say? Give them a sweater. But recently, I don't see that cat often. Well, I think due to the weather being cold, but I do see it outside. But it doesn't. It decides whether or not it wants us, me and my son, to pet her. I mean, and then for the most part, she does. She doesn't want to be petted, but she wants to be outside, so she stays on her corner. And you can go over to the side to the driveway, but I don't want that to happen. I just don't want neighbors thinking we're being weird. And so I just, and I'm teaching my son to accept, okay, there's distance, accept that. Don't just rush over to pet the animal because you can't guarantee that they're going to be nice to you. And so if that cat is far away, I just say, oh, she's at her business meeting, her pretend business meeting. And she sometimes closes her eyes as if pretending we're not there. She does that a lot. So I'm like, okay, she's clearly in her business meeting, so we gotta go now. So my kid just like takes it in stride, like, okay, yeah, she's on her business meeting, bye. And then we go home. Business meeting. That's actually a good idea to draw like a little cat in a suit. I think I've seen that before. Okay, so that's basically it. The rest I will fill out later, so I just need the general shape. It's nice to have easy drawings because I get rather annoyed when it gets too complicated. I didn't realize it was that complicated. This is supposed to be more for like a canvas square painting, not this, but I didn't think. That's my fault. So now I have Freakazoid, another childhood favorite of mine. My god, this was nuts. It's not like Adventure Time, but it was still pretty funny for my time. But I wonder how many seasons it was. I think they have it on eBay for the seasons. And yeah, I like going into stuff I grew up as a kid. And this was definitely a fun project to do, to make things from your childhood, to see if you can actually draw it. Well, for I don't know, artists and or regular versus regular people, but hey, by all means, even if it's not perfect, go ahead. Um, a lot of these things with my card art, I've mentioned before, they're not perfect. And I give myself a lot of leeway to rush through it a bit because I just want it to have its likeness as much as possible because they're more for visual reminders and visual aids to remind me, oh, maybe I can make this into a larger painting later. I had several goals with this to actually finish card projects and then also to motivate me more, something to motivate me more to make larger projects that are not the usual. And this really helped me a lot, but I'm not sure if this would be effective for everyone. This might be a really big project for some, and it is. But I had a lot of fun with it to the point where I've made at least two. No, I've made two card decks completed. They're 100 cards per deck, so it's like 200 cards. And I still have an ongoing card collection. I have two. No, I have three that I'm currently working on, but I'm missing a batch of cards, funny enough. I don't know where they went. I know I didn't throw them away, so that's not the problem. The problem is I made some, I put them away, and then I forgot. So I have to open into my other stash of cards to fill in the gaps. But I want my cards back, but I've been cleaning off and on. I still can't find them. So it's kind of annoying the heck out of me. And oh no, I need to make sure this isn't getting messed up again. And I want to show my Instagram, but after recent events, I need to be careful. I mean, if I think if other artists ask what's my Instagram, then okay, I will show it. But for the most part, I need to be careful because there are some crazy people out there. Okay, so my pen is starting to get wonky. I need to use something else. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but I have to. So Sharpie also has fine line pens, but they're a little, well, actually this isn't too bad. Let me see. Is it any thick? Well, yeah, it's a little thicker. Yeah, this one is definitely thicker than this one, but they do last pretty longer. I mean, they are more sturdy, so I guess that's what I need. But I was like, I probably have to wrap things up soon because I have to clean up a little bit. While there was takeouts, I did not get takeouts because I had leftovers. What?
My phone.
Not your phone. That's your dad's phone. He likes to say mine when it's not. Anyway. So yeah, these card art things that I've been doing for a while. Sometimes if I want to speed the process of getting cards done, I would tape them together and make a kind of puzzle for them because I want to finish the project. Though I already have the like two projects of these card arts done, so I'm not as strict about these other batches. So I'm like, I already have two decks of these completed. I don't have to add on the pressure. So the next decks are not as um there's no sense of urgency to get them done. So this is more at a slow pace, not to mention either being sick and life happening, so there is that. Um but I'm still having fun working. And if you hear gagging noises, that's that. Hey you, I told you I don't like gagging noises. My gosh. So anyway, so while I do think this kind of method helps with me getting things done with other art projects, because prior to this, I was not sure if I'm going to continue drawing or painting because I have no idea what the heck do I make. But with this card art, I end up drawing a whole bunch of things, a lot of them first time evers or things I've been meaning to draw, but I never got around to doing it. But this gives me um, more variety. Even if it's the same things I like, there are also things I never tried before. Um, so it's really is definitely an interesting project to work on. And then you don't always have to draw. You could also do like little doodles, you can do a little puzzle, you can do patterns, whatever the heck you want. Because a lot of these cards I bought on Amazon. And they're like $8 for like a pack or two of 100 each. So yeah, they're basically blank message cards. And they also have playing cards, which I also have. Uh, I only have the completed ones right now, but you can kind of see the difference between the two. So, I didn't forward the reels into the shorts, so I can show. Let's have Marshmallow Man. Oh no, wait, this isn't the correct one. Oh shit, shit. Sorry, Where are you? Oh no, it's right behind me. Oh thank gosh. Thank you, thank you. So this is the completed message cards I have so far, and then this one is the playing cards. So this one's a little wider and bigger, kind of. I think if you want to have more of a playing card feel, yeah, you have to get the one that looks like this, and make sure they're called playing cards. This was actually a mistake. Fun fact. See, this is the standard that I'm using, the message card. Like a business card sort of thing, and this one is an actual playing card. So you can kind of tell from between the two the difference. So this one, the surface area is not the best. It's kind of narrow. This one has a slightly bigger range. And I've also done that method where I can tape two cards together and make a little puzzle. No, yeah, this is Eon Flux. Do I have an example of the larger card? I should. Does anyone want a Labubu card? Oh my gosh. Fun fact, my son says he hates Labubus. Oh, okay. So I do have a puzzle card. I forgot. So even with the larger cards, you can still do a kind of small puzzle. And it doesn't have to be two, it could be three, four, as much as you want, as long as you tape them together early in advance. And make sure the tape doesn't get too sticky because you can rip the card. Um, you can rip the card if you're not careful with the tape you use. But I used washi tape and it's still ripped, so I don't know. Maybe the other batch of cards was not as strong. So yeah, you can definitely make like a small puzzle to, use the cards faster. This is definitely fun. I think it was someone's digital art, but I liked it a lot, and I just wanted to see how it looks like in traditional painting. Because yeah, another challenge was to try to make digital art into traditional art because ideas, and I thought it was interesting to try. And then another one, gosh, so I don't know. I don't think a lot of people do the Chinese movie thing, but there was one of Ao Bing and Neza, however you pronounce his name. And I thought this was really cool. So I think the original reference has several little things going on, the water, waves, and the fiery flames, but I didn't want to do it. So I just kept it regular and just had them, side profiled. I thought this was really cool. And someone else disagreed, but that's fine. Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do little puzzles. I think the most I did was 4 cards, and that was for a Joker arts, which was really cool. And it did get me to make a larger painting. I don't feel like showing it right now, but that was definitely a fun thing to do for me. But where did I put those cards? I think that was a pack of 80, and I'm still not done with that one. Anyway, a few more minutes, then I gotta get on out of here. So back to Freakazoid. Should I do work on this one? Maybe. My God, this one also looks tedious. Like, why did I do that? Maybe I can make the circles longer. I mean, longer. Make the circles longer, I say. That's an oval, dum-dums. Make the circle bigger. Durr. Okay. But yeah, this project was definitely a lot more fun than I anticipated. I've mentioned before, originally I meant to just try out like a card or two and then maybe work on, I mean, 10 cards at most and then call it a day. And then I already have 200 cards that are like complete decks. And I have 3 more decks and I bought even more cards. And I also tried other shaped cards. Like this one. Oh my god. Daiso. Stop it. Oh my god. And Amazon. But yeah, like I said, this project, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can do it on their own time, on their own terms, whatever the heck they want. But I'm not sure if it's for everyone just because I took it way too far than I thought. So I don't know. This takes up a lot of time, and I have a family and stuff, and I got crap to do. But I still have fun doing this on my free time when I'm able to. There were a few hiccups where I didn't feel like making cards, but I'm back at it now. Whether I think the serious scenario is if I'm really sick and I really cannot do much and I have to stay in bed, then I will stop making cards and arts in general. But for the most part, I still have fun doing this. So I will still keep doing cards unless something annoying happens and I really feel like not doing it anymore. But for the most part, I'm still doing cards. I think someone was asking me on Instagram if I sell them. Yeah, that's the other thing. My one of at least 2 of my family members told me, "Oh, you should sell them all." I'm like, "No, no, I like them." The only other thing is if I make cards, like I guess I was commissioned, I guess, to make cards, but I'm not doing digital art. I think if anything, the general consensus is digital is better than traditional because you can make a whole bunch of prints in different shapes and sizes and put them on anything. And I don't want to do that. Um, I've had friends mention like, "Oh, just make it as into a digital print and blah blah." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can, but I don't want to." This is why I stab myself in the foot. But I do what I want. If you want the digital art, you do the digital. And I get kind of petty, but at the same time, I don't do digital art as much just because I have to shift gears on how to make it. It's a little different from doing traditional art. But it's a lot easier. I can admit that. You can do color swatches and ink drops. Undo button is always a lifesaver for artists for sure. And hey, I've been there. I have Procreate as well. The only thing is, everyone's doing it. And sometimes some people get, I think I heard someone mentioning that they've gotten their work accused of being AI because it's also used on the computer, but it's hand drawn just on the PC or on the tablet or in on Procreate, whatever program they have. And some people say no, that's AI. So that's one downside about doing digital art these days. People will accuse you of doing possibly AI, and that sucks. This for sure is not AI. From Dead Giveaway, look at all this shinies. Yeah. There's no AI here for sure. Only because I don't trust it too much. I did try those AI, what do you call them? The ones that generate conversations, like an AI friend, and they had like one for online. I think I was talking to an AI penguin at one point. It still sounds kind of like a generic response chatbot to some degree. So it didn't really stick to me. I would ask questions and it didn't really give me like answers as if that's I'm talking to another person. However, my husband likes it a lot. He likes ChatGPT and he's like it's like I'm learning so much from ChatGPT and I can say this and do this with the help of I'm like just can you be careful with using that? You know, you do have a brain, right? You can use it, right? I'm not talking hella mean like that, but at the same time, I just tell him to be careful. You know, just make sure you don't use it so much that you get lazy and don't want to use your own brain to think. You know, because I feel like with the comforts of AI, chatbots or whatever, I mean, yes, they can help you, and they to the point where they can possibly take your jobs. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, don't praise it too much. Sooner or later, they can do things better than you. You're out of a job. You're out of a job. And so, yeah, they're out of your gerbs. And so I think as a learning tool to a minimum or for help, that's fine. But if you're using it to steal content from other people, other art from other people, other artists, I mean, and though the music one, I don't know if you heard of AI music on YouTube. That stuff's scary as hell. They sound like real people and they do different variations of songs like in other genres. Like the one that was really good, I actually listened to it. Only one no, yeah. One song I still like from AI was like oh gosh. It was a Mariah Carey song in a New Jack Swing We Belong Together, but in the New Jack Swing genre. It sounds really good, and it's not like exactly like Mariah Carey singing as in New Jack Swing. It's an entirely different person, but singing her lyrics in New Jack Swing genre. And I was like, what the heck? It's pretty damn catchy. It sounds almost like a new song. It's good, but also kind of scary because you're out of a job, music artist. Be careful. And the other thing is they can stay young. They don't age. They don't cause problems. Being a diva or having substance abuse and ruining their health and their voices, taking really long breaks. AI is not a problem anymore with that. They can just churn out music like da 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 in a few seconds, few minutes. That'll put music artists out of a job too. So it's really scary when you think about it. And they sound really good, but at the same time, it's still scary as hell. So, but yeah, I can admit that they are really fast at making, but there's still some chinks in the armor. It's still gonna take a while, but they're getting better and really fast. And I think just earlier, right before I went on live stream, they even have um I don't know about an app or their own version of Reddit, but for only chatbots, no humans allowed. And they're complaining about humans using them for really banal, boring tasks or doing stupid stuff. And they're talking smack about their human owners. It was really weird. And I was like, what? Huh. And they're already talking smack about how stupid people are. Like, oh, yeah, I don't blame them. But at the same time, like, that's also scary that they already have a consciousness enough to want to talk smack about their human enslavers, you know? I mean, human owners. That's really weird. But yeah. Um at most, I look at the AI art on Pinterest and I see problems and I try to fix like the problems. I think I did one for Inosuke, like he had 6 fingers and he was breathing out wrong. So I kind of just did that and just fixed some problems on one of my card arts. But it's just for fun and practice, and I liked what it looked like. You can't deny, and that was it. I didn't. I think I even mentioned that though this was based off an AI, and I just wanted to make some corrections, and then that's it. Other than that, some references just for the that's it. I think there's like this really big vendetta against AI everything and anything, and I think that's a little bit too much. You can still use it as a tool, just use it at the barest of bare minimum or an emergency or you really don't know what to do. That's fine. But then using it like for to do everything and anything for you, now that's on you. That's your own damn fault. Okay, so I got some line art here for this done. That's good, but oh my god, the background's gonna be a nightmare. I might have to just make it a little bit more blurry. Good luck with that. I'm not good at that. And then this, I got some progress done, but I don't have the reference. That's why there's no eyes, because if I place it wrong, it looks hella weird. This one, well, not enough time. This one, I realize I made a boo-boo here, so I have to fix the eyes. I don't want to extend the art further, because then I don't know what to fill out there. And I got this cute little hamster, dwarf hamster. And then this one, I realized this is a lot harder than I thought. That's why it's been taking me such a long time to fix. I have to mix paint a lot. It's annoying. I don't like mixing paint, but it's unavoidable in this kind of project, so I have to do that off camera. But I did get some things done. I shown off some sketchbook art. I think I could show it one more time before I go. Um, but not the pig one. That was a lot of pigs. I might paint over some of them because that was a lot of pigs. I like pigs, but some of them I didn't. I was looking at them just earlier, and then I realized, oh god, this is kind of that's a bit much. So I'm gonna show the sketchbook again, and then I'm gonna get out of your guys' hair. So this is the more recent sketchbook I use nowadays, just because it's not too bulky like this one. This one is the standard, like, oh, this is a nice sketchbook. This is really, looks like what an artist has, but it's kind of heavy. And I don't like carrying heavy things on me anymore. So I don't bring this. Yeah, I need to do a project for this and actually have a goal to finish a damn sketchbook. And so I thought I could work on this more. This is definitely much thinner. And I did almost finish one, but that one was more for like rush sketches, like very rough drafts. But this one, I wanted to do something like this. Yeah, this is my self portrait. I'm just kidding. No, it's not. That's not a self portrait. Oh, maybe that's me on a bad Sunday. But yeah, I have a lot of fun trying to work on things. I love details. I like creepy stuff. Um, but in small doses, it can get overwhelming for me to. Oh, actually, I was like, why is it so close? Hold on, let me fix it. I like detailed stuff and character designs just because it's just so much fun to see how people can come up with such things, even if it's ugly as hell. I notice a lot of some people don't like my creepy stuff. They're like, ah, what the hell is that? Like, and I'm like, what's wrong with it? I mean, besides everything, but I think it's fun. And then this one, I think it was from a video game, but I also thought this was pretty interesting. I actually need to do more. I haven't done this in a while. I might do more. And then I also worked on free. I didn't like how this turned out. you can tell my lack of interest, but um, should I paint over it? Or I can try to color. Nah, I don't know. Nah, I don't like this, how this turned out. It was supposed to be I think it was Jubaja, but as a human, but I didn't like how this turned out. There were nicer pictures of him, and I picked the wrong one. Then I was trying to do something with Sanrio and creepy stuff. This was supposed to be like humanoids trying to separate, and they're not having a good time. But I used Tuxedo Sam and Hangyudon. Only problem is it doesn't look like them, so that's kind of like a bust for me. And there, oh, this is my actual self portrait of portraits. Yeah, that's me on a Thursday. I'm just kidding. While it looks like me, yeah, that's what I also like about um inserting myself in creepy stuff. I think it's kind of funny. I think originally it was supposed to be like an old guy with a beard, and the rest of his beard got cut up by whatever the heck this is, tentacles. I don't know, but instead of that, I just put myself there, and I have a few self portraits, but they're all messed up, and they're on the pumpkin series where I'm like smushed together with a bunch of alien things, or I'm like the thing spider, but instead of the head of some random guy in Antarctica, it's my own head. Um, and my face getting ripped up by something. I don't know. It was a lot of fun because I don't see a lot of Filipino Americans with that kind of look, and I'm like, I like it. That's probably why I don't really make friends in my own group. So, but anyway, I like it, and that's the important part. And then around here, I started getting lazy because no, actually, this was like a giant pencil, but it was really heavy, so it was kind of hard to maneuver around with a big ass pencil. But I drew something from. I need to go sleep soon. So the last one is this guy, very cute. I drew it at the airport when I was stuck there for 8 hours, and I gotta go because my family's getting noisier, and I gotta go sleep. So yeah, if you want to see what's going on, I showed this at least 2 or 3 times overall, and I was getting too caught up with the sketchbook nostalgia that I forgot to do my works in progress. But I talked about a whole bunch of things here and there, and I got a few things done, kinda. Okay, not really, but the progress went up a little bit. So that is all for now. Have a good night, good day, wherever you are. This is Delion getting on out of your hair. I'll see you next time. They're getting louder. So take care and bye bye.